The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency, Interlux Marine Paint, Maxima Fishing Line, and Okuma.
Hey folks, Fred Golofaro here for this week's video fishing forecast. Still getting good reports of big stripers at Montauk, but the action has been limited pretty much to boats. A few decent fish still on the beach, but that body of fish that was in the surf last weekend and later in the week, they seem to have moved off following the bunker schools, I guess. Bluefish is still keeping casters busy on the north side, however, and that's a lot of fun this time of the year. Catching bluefish on topwater plugs, nothing wrong with that. Offshore, bluefin tuna busting up tackle on some of the distant wrecks like the Bacardi. That fishing's been real good the last couple of days. Shark fishing's holding up really well. Good numbers of makos being reported. Fisherman staffer Captain John Raguso was out on Sunday fishing 140 feet of water outside of Fire Island Inlet. He and 3 other boats accounted for a total of 7 makos. They also had some blue sharks, threshers, and John even had a dusky. So good weekend to go sharking as long as the weather cooperates. Plenty of sharks around. Definitely some better quality fluke moving into the bays from Shinnecock all the way to Jamaica Bay. I'd say Montauk still has the edge as far as size goes and quantity. But the number of keepers and fish to 6 or 7 pounds is definitely up in the bays. Frank from Chasing Tails Bait and Tackle in Oakdale fished Marichas on Monday, limited out with quality fluke. We've had limit catches reported from Shinnecock, Great South Bay, and Jamaica Bay this week. So fluke fishing's definitely up. There are some decent fish being caught out in the ocean, but they seem to be widely scattered, not like in past years where if you got on a body of fish you could do pretty well. They seem to be spread around, but decent fishing in the bays. The real solid bet this week, however, continues to be sea bass and porgies. You just can't go wrong. Limit catches of both species are the rule from one end of the island to the other. Montauk especially, captains are saying the fishing just can't get any better. If you check out our fishing reports online this week or in the magazine, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Just, really good fishing, limit catches pretty much every day. And it's not just Montauk, getting great reports on porgies and sea bass from the North Fork, Prime Time, and Peconic Star reports. The Captree Pride on the South Shore reefs and wrecks are well stocked with porgies and sea bass, and the Osprey up in Long Island Sound was enjoying some great porgy fishing and sea bass as well. Now, if you don't have a boat or access to a boat, no problem. There are so many porgies around now, and they're being caught from shore in many places. Jim at Miller Place Bait and Tackle, he said local beaches in Rocky Point and Mount Sinai have plenty of porgies on them. Paul out of Paulie's Tackle Shop in Montauk said he's never seen so many porgies. He said they're everywhere. In the past, they've caught some on the sand beach. Now they're on the north side, on the south side, up front, all along the sand, and also at the harbor entrance. Ed from Jones Beach Fishing Station said they're getting some big porgies off the Jones Beach fishing piers now. This week was especially good, with porgies up to 2.5 pounds, along with some nice fluke to 5 pounds. So, not a better time than now to get out and take advantage of this fishing. A lot of fun. Grab some clams, some sandworms, grab the kids, and get out and do some fishing this weekend. Take care. Until next week, this is Fred Golofaro for thefisherman.com.
The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency, Interlux Marine Paint, Maxima Fishing Line, and Okuma.